Adding iron-on edge banding can be a little bit tricky, especially if you haven't done it before. Let me tell you some of the things that I learned. Well, for being my first time in applying iron-on edge banding, it was pretty simple. And I actually kind of enjoyed using my utility knife as well as that new cutting tool to trim off the edges. The biggest thing that I learned is you don't want to keep that iron on the wood too long, as it can actually burn that veneer. And I'm also not a big fan of the tool I got to trim off the edges, and I think there's a better option out there, so I'll probably look on Amazon to see if I can find one. With the cabinet now almost entirely built, I now want to start thinking about how I'm going to add all of these batteries. Now a lot of these batteries will go inside the cabinet, but there are some that I want to include on the outside of the cabinet. And these will be my most commonly used batteries, and those are the Festool as well as the Milwaukee. In order to attach these chargers on the exterior of the cabinet, I need to figure out where I can thread these wires through the cabinet itself. So I'll simply place the chargers and find a good spot where I can drill out a hole so that I can thread the wires. Now to drill out these holes, I'm going to use my largest wood owl bit, as this does a great job of reducing tear out. And this bit did a pretty good job with having minimal tear out. However, this plywood was so old that veneer was coming off. With the hole drilled out on one side for those Festool chargers, I can move on to the other side, which is where I'm going to add my Milwaukee chargers. And as I drill the hole out for those Milwaukee chargers, you can see how that veneer came off the side of the plywood. Once I drilled out both holes, I thought I'd give it a test to see if I could fit one of these power cords through the hole, and unfortunately I was unsuccessful. So unfortunately, I'll have to widen these holes a little bit with my jigsaw. And this gave me just enough breathing room to get one of those cords through.